I'm John Avlon, and there have been a lot of false and negative attacks in our Democratic primary here in New York 1. So I wanted you to hear from me directly about who I am and what I believe. I'm a native New Yorker and the grandson of immigrants. That's why I know we can't take the blessings of American democracy for granted. The first political belief I remember having rooted in policy was being pro-choice, because I always felt that decision should be between a woman, her doctor, and her God, not the government. First campaign I worked on was Bill Clinton's when I was in college, and I was inspired by his third way approach to politics: opportunity, responsibility, and community. Ideas that I believe can still guide us today. That's when I became a Democrat. And I was a Democrat when I worked in New York City Hall. I worked for Rudy when he was sane. He was a pro-choice, pro-gay rights, pro-immigrant mayor. And I will never apologize for the work that my team and I did, writing the eulogies after the attacks of 9/11, for 343 New York City firefighters, 37 Port Authority police officers, and 23 members of the NYPD. That moment will always define who I am, and it reminds me that we always need to put country over party. For most of the past 20 years, I've been a journalist. 15 years ago, I wrote a book called Wingnuts: How the Lunatic Fringe is Hijacking America, about the rise of right-wing extremism in reaction to the election of Barack Obama, a president I was proud to vote for twice. When I was editor-in-chief of the Daily Beast, we were among the first news organizations to be blacklisted by the 2016 Trump campaign. It's because one of his flunkies threatened one of my reporters, and we published the threat. I believed then, as I do now, that bullies only respect strength. For the past few years, I've been a CNN anchor and analyst. Did a daily segment called Reality Check, where I held then-President Trump to account for his lies, confronting those with facts, with history and perspective, because that's the thing we have least of in our politics. That's who I am. I believe we need to confront fear-mongering with facts. We need to reason together as citizens to find common sense solutions to the common problems we face, to find common ground and pursue the common good. That's why I'm running for Congress. Those politics of addition and not division are what I deeply believe. That's how we win a swing seat. That's how we flip this district from red to blue, to build that broad patriotic coalition, to defend our democracy and defeat Donald Trump and win back the House from his MAGA minions who aren't even trying to solve problems of the national interest anymore. So don't believe the fear-mongering. Let's look at the facts. Join me in my campaign, so together we can win. And when this fever breaks, to build a new kind of politics together. I'm John Avlon, and I'd be honored to have your vote.